Alrighty. Today, this will be vlog number 7. And I'm pretty bloody tired because I didn't sleep very well last night. So I reckon today might be a little bit more whinging, might be a bit more whining. Especially on the topic being, well, this is the cartoon for today. Will be here beside my head, a little two-parter. So we'll give it time to fade between the two and you can get the idea. It's talking about, obviously, news and how easy it is to just be old and grumpy and whingy and whiny, and if that's all you focus on. My dad was always just a grumpy old shit when he read the news every day all the time. And he kind of gave me the advice not to do that. He cancelled all of his subscriptions to magazines and things like that focused on all the worst shit in the world, because it just made him depressed and sad and grumpy and easily agitated. I do it all the time as well, though I get my news from other sources besides just magazines. Just something, but something to remember has kind of been a bit of a theme lately with Wisdom Gibbon and other little cartoons of mine. Of just all the worst shit always rises to the top. That's for a couple of reasons. Obviously, in the case of newspapers and Fox News, TV, stuff like that, it sells a lot more. People tune in, people are scared, people want to know what's going on, and the worst stuff gets you agitated and excited, terrified, but that sells. In terms of news feeds, like on Facebook or anything, wherever you get your news, Twitter, the most outrageous and the most extreme version of anything is always going to rise to the top. Not just because we click it, not because it gets the most likes, but that also, and the most shares, but that also triggers the algorithms to send it to the top. So everything that you see is going to be the stuff that got the biggest reaction, and that's almost guaranteed to be the worst shit. The good stories don't get that. The good stories don't get that kind of response. And I think it's really important to remember. And if you go ahead and get your, I've gotten a lot of my sense of others' opinions from things like YouTube comments and Facebook comments and places like that. And there, again, you're getting the worst of the worst because people can hide behind shit. There'll be another cartoon coming out about that pretty soon as well, I think. Yeah. Not being as, I don't have much in the way of comedy or funny or I don't know how to make a light of this situation, except that you just need to remember to go out there and find the good things, find the stuff that you like, and find all the reasons that the world is nowhere near as fucked up as people think it is. At least in my opinion. There's bad shit, but there's always been bad shit, but there's amazing, cool shit happening right now. Even just simply thinking, for me, of what Elon Musk is doing, not that he's just this superhero that's going to save everything, but going to Mars, creating electric cars and trying to move us into the actual future, that keeps me optimistic, keeps me very optimistic. There's a lot of things that keep me really optimistic, but on my bad days, when I just see the worst shit that rises to the top of the algorithms, to the top of my newsfeed, it's really hard to stay bright and happy and chirpy. And several of my friends, parents especially, know that I can just be a bit of a grumpy old shit despite of my age. Anyway, I'll link to a couple of other things down the bottom. Mainly, there's a video that I watched that was really good that kind of talked about how the algorithms work and how this is actually dividing people further and rising all the worst shit to the top. That's all. Short one. Just keep looking for good things and stay optimistic. That should be the end of everything. That's the point of every cartoon I put out there. Is actually just stay optimistic. They might seem dark, but stay optimistic. That's all. Bye bye. Okay.